Hello, Internet. Sashimoto, doesn't it? So, I think I've explained on Twitter and my absence these past, I don't know, 2, 3 months has been due to my grandmother's health declining. She is in the last stages of dementia. I am her 24/7 caregiver, and it's just extremely difficult for me to find any time to sleep, eat, do anything, let alone make videos. So I appreciate everyone's kindness, and some of you have sent well wishes. I appreciate everyone who has stuck around. I know it's just kind of stagnant and boring on my channel right now. But yeah, a lot of stuff has happened with World of Warcraft, and a lot of stuff has happened with me in general, but we're talking about World of Warcraft now. And I have all sorts of feelings and thoughts, good and bad. I am excited about Dragonflight. I wanted something else, but I'm excited about Dragonflight nonetheless. And I'm kind of hoping, if you remember, I did a video forever ago now about the lore that may have been cut from BFA and all the potential ancient lore left on the table that we could have been exploring. So I'm kind of hoping that Dragonflight just sort of picks up where that cut off, and it seems like they might be doing that. They certainly seem to want to put Shadowlands behind them, and like the way that they're structuring the leveling kind of tells me that, like, if you're gonna level and then you're gonna do BFA and then you're gonna go straight to Dragonflight and not bother with Shadowlands at all, I mean, yeah, that's a more cohesive storyline, I suppose, but it also kind of tells me that maybe they just want to shelve Shadowlands altogether because it was just such a total disappointment. So I'm hoping that some of the ancient perspectives, like I said, I wanted Tortolan specifically because I thought if we got to create a Tortolan and play as a Tortolan, we would potentially, from level 1 to 10, play in the old world and get firsthand, like, eyewitness storytelling through our Tortolan. Obviously, we're probably going to end up with Tuskar. There's Tuskar in Dragon Isles, but, you know. Okay. They're great. I like the Tuskar, I really do. I played, like, I did all the Tuskar daily quests, like, you don't even know, during Wrath. But I feel like the Tortolan would be better ancient lore keepers. Either way, we're so far, like, it's not been confirmed that we're getting Tuskar. It's just kind of a, hey, look, there's Tuskar, so we all just assume that we're getting Tuskar at some point. Be great if, like, maybe we got both Tuskar and Tortolan, but here's the thing. They would really need to not make it one for the Alliance and one for the Horde, because I think people would lose their minds. I think if people were not able to play Tortolan or Tuskar regardless of their faction, people would lose their minds. Like, I couldn't imagine having to choose between the two. I guess for players who play Alliance and Horde, just play whatever they want, that's fine, but I've tried. I've tried to play Alliance. I have a Draenei. I like the Draenei. I think they're great. They're aliens. Of course I like them. I can't. I just gag when I'm doing the quests and when I'm like, I'm not a RPer. Like, obviously, I don't, but there's still some RP aspects to playing any game like this. I mean, it's still your character, it's still a representation of yourself. You're still going through the stories, and I just gag. The Alliance is just too goody two shoes and too self righteous and too obnoxious. I just don't like them. There's maybe a few Alliance quest lines I can tolerate, and I'm fine with a lot of the neutral stuff that even my Horde characters can play. You know, like the Kieran Tor stuff and the oh shoot, they start with a C, but they're in like Zangarmarsh and they're in the Plague Lands and that group. That's completely neutral. I'm fine with that. That's great. But I just can't be for the Alliance. I'm sorry. Like, I can't. I know I'm wearing blue right now. I'm wearing blue because I've been spending a good bit of time on Twitter lately. I started a Twitter for Alien Anatomy back in November because I knew it was getting bad and I knew I was not going to have the time to devote to YouTube and to videos. But at least I can stay connected with those of you who actually want to stay connected with me. I can stay connected via Twitter, and I can be a part of every bit of this drama and chaos. Like, I don't like it. Anybody who knows me knows I don't like any of it. The people nitpicking. We get enough of that in the real world. We get enough of that in the news. There's enough horrible things going on, and our cyber world, our video games, are supposed to be an escape. We're supposed to be enjoying ourselves. Yeah, it's a game called World of Warcraft, and there's faction division and wars and fighting and killing and stuff going on, but it's still supposed to be a game. And we're still supposed to be escaping the drama and the chaos and the tragedies of reality. Come on. It's supposed to be fun. If it's stressing you out and you're not having fun, try a different game. I love World of Warcraft. Even when it stresses me out. The only time World of Warcraft stresses me out is seriously when other people start trying to tell me how to play, or that I'm doing it wrong, or that I don't know anything about it. It's when other people decide to heckle you for just because. And then I either switch characters or, log off for a bit or do something else, like switch realms. I don't know. But I still love the game. Even when there's things I don't like about it, like the Shadowlands and the Jailer. I still love the game itself. Like, I don't feel the need to Mythic Plus and to have all the top gear and I don't even feel the need to play through all the end content. If I don't like an expansion and I'm not enjoying the story of the expansion, I do not feel the need. If I want to know what's going on story-wise and I just want to stay informed about the lore and where it's going, there's a gazillion content creators out there who will give me that. I don't have to play through it myself if I'm not enjoying it. If I want to level my characters, if I just want to... We all know how I am about Battlegrounds. I love a good brawl, but I can do that. I can go do older content. Now with this scaling thing, like, I can just go see Chromie and say, okay, I'm going to go level over here and do the stuff that I actually like. So I don't get pulled into that drama at all. Like, I don't care. I haven't done all the Covenant stuff and the Shadowlands stuff, and then no, I don't like it, so I don't play it. I don't do what I don't like. If it feels like a chore and it's not fun, I don't do it. It's just that simple. I go and do the stuff in the game that I enjoy because I continue to enjoy it. I will, for every day of the rest of my life, probably continue to do the daily where you get the singing sunflower because it's Plants vs. Zombies in World of Warcraft. I love it. I will probably every day of my life do the fishing and cooking dailies for Lordaeron because Fungus Among Us, man. Come on. I can't help it. Those are things that still tickle me. And those are the things that we should be focusing on. So, while I'm not, I'm just a filthy casual now, I guess. While I'm not doing all the other stuff that everyone else is doing and I'm not on board the bandwagon, I jumped off that bandwagon a long time ago. Let me tell you something about that bandwagon. That bandwagon, you know the wagons that go through Silverpine? That's what those are. That's the bandwagon you're on. You know where they say, like, you get to the end of it and they're like, everybody off, and you don't want to be going back on the one that's going back the other way? Yeah, you don't want to be on that one. Probably push that metaphor a bit too far, but that's the bandwagon that everyone's on. They're riding back with whatever rotting corpses are on the back of it. Ew. So, no, I just do my own thing. I enjoy my own thing. And the whole thing with Twitter, I don't think it's necessarily as toxic as some people say it is. Seriously, if you're getting all kinds of drama and you're not happy with what you're seeing on your feed, if it feels toxic, it might just be because of, like, the people that follow you, the people you follow, that sort of thing. Or, like, things that you've liked in the past, if you've liked something, and it doesn't necessarily have to have been toxic. You could have liked something because it was funny or it was kind, and it just happens to be by someone who now you're going to see all their other tweets and they're toxic. I truly think that what we get on our feed has a lot to do with our interactions, and most of my feed is not toxic. I see some of it, some of the toxic stuff, because there are people I follow in the WoW community who follow other people who are not really the sort of people that I'm interested in following, because it seems like all they do is complain. And yeah, I'm there for the puns. I'm actually thinking about, like, because it's just so much easier to throw together something and to be on Twitter than it is right now. It's for me to make actual videos and sit here and film and then have to watch myself and edit myself, especially if I accidentally go off on a tangent in a language other than English. So I was thinking about making another channel that is just dedicated to the puns of World of Warcraft, the puns of Warcraft. I don't know. Puns, happy stuff, things that we like. And maybe even some of the, like, they're not necessarily puns, but they're just things in WoW that make us happy. Because I can't tell you how many times I go back to those. Like, legit. There's a tweet that I did that's just a screenshot of Alien hanging out with the sea cucumbers. The sea cucumbers, the briny sea cucumbers that you have to... There's a quest that you have to gather some of them in the starting zone for the undead, the Forsaken. And yeah, I also made reference to my sea cucumbers again when we got the ducks, because it is a little strange. I had sea cucumbers to hang out with in-game all this time, and duck people are just now getting their ducks. I guess Blizzard's just now getting their ducks in a row. Oh, there's another duck pun. There's one I hadn't put on Twitter yet. Getting the ducks in a row. Okay. Yeah. Now that I've gotten that out of my system. those are the sorts of things that I think we should focus on. And since I can't, like, I love to get all my thoughts out. But let's face it, not to bring up the old channel again and bring up that pain. Freaking Cosmic Over Phoenix was on YouTube from like 2006 to start of 2018. 2018 just sucked all around, but I mean, starting my channel over from scratch, fine. I've gotten over that. But there were videos that so far I haven't been able to find them saved on any of the external hard drives. Like, I don't think I have them anymore. I think they're completely lost forever. Some of the older ones. And when I first started out, like, this is probably why no one, for the most part, knew that Cosmic Over Phoenix was a girl. Which is probably why my channel did so well, because people just thought I was another dude. And just one of them. So, but, because they never saw my face, they never heard my voice. It wasn't until Cataclysm that I ever put out any kind of speculation video, if you will. I wasn't sharing my thoughts on the storyline and stuff until Cataclysm. And even then, I was still doing that thing where, like, I put together all the images I wanted from game and things like that, and my character and that sort of thing. I either had scenes of my character running around and speaking and giving the narrative, or I had like speech bubbles. I did a very good job of not making an appearance because I didn't have the confidence. So, big difference between that and this. And this, of course, is because I don't have the time and the effort to put all that stuff together like I used to. And now with this going on with my grandmother, I'm thinking, I don't really have the time to even film me just speaking and giving my thoughts on things anymore. So what I'm thinking now is, I'll just do some cute little short videos here and there of the fun things, the puns and the fun things that we love about World of Warcraft. Just things to make people happy, because sometimes, if you're having a rough day, you just need to smile. You just need to go back to that stuff, and I gotta say, those sea cucumbers every time. All I need to do if I'm having a rough day, I just go take a screenshot with the sea cucumbers and I'm good to go. I can't help it. I love me some sea cucumbers. You know what we need now? We've got sea cucumbers, and we've got ducks, and we've got jellyfish. I think, we have jellyfish. I saw the jellyfish. We have jellyfish. And all those wonderful things. We need tardigrades. We seriously need cute little tardigrades. Cute little water bears. Because, okay, they're microscopic, so, I can't prove that they're not in the game. But wouldn't it be great if we had giant ones that weren't microscopic and they were just, maybe we could get some corrupted tardigrades. Let's get some old god corrupted tardigrades in there. That would just make my day. Anyway, not to jump on board the Choo-Choo here, but I just totally did. I'm out there somewhere in space again. I just think I want to go that direction for a while. I am finally going to be getting some nursing help in here for 3 hours out of the day, Monday through Friday, so maybe I'll have time to do videos. I don't know. I'll have more time than what I did have. But beyond that, I think until the situation changes, meaning yes, to put it quite bluntly, until she passes away, the majority of my time is devoted to her care. And so, again, I appreciate everyone's patience and those who are sticking with me and those who are there. It means a lot. And those who are still subbed to my boring channel, thank you. But I'm going to try and get some content up, and I think Dragonflight's going to be great. I still want N'Zoth. I'm sorry, but maybe we get N'Zoth somehow. Like, I think they could make this work if we didn't actually zap him into oblivion. If it was just an illusion. Because seriously, he played absolutely no role in the Shadowlands. He had no impact on the Shadowlands. I don't even think he was mentioned in the Shadowlands. And for those of us who were Sylvanas loyalists and we got our cutscene after she zapped Saurfang, she mentioned something about, because like we hadn't killed N'Zoth yet, and she had mentioned something about like even he will feed the hungering darkness. Like she apparently thought that he would play a role, like he was supposed to have some kind of role or importance to the Shadowlands. I don't know. It just implied that he was necessary and that everything she was doing was necessary. But of course we all know how the story just fell apart. And things just didn't work, and I don't think they went any direction that they were intending to go. So, maybe we didn't kill him. And if we didn't, and this expansion is Dragonflight, N'Zoth has an interesting history with dragons, doesn't he? We have this sort of tease about Baratheon and whether or not he's worthy of being the aspect of the Black Dragonflight. And I know I'm reaching, I'm way out there in space again. I'm an alien. That's where I thrive. So I'm just hoping, maybe, let's get some N'Zoth. Let's get some dragon corruption. Let's corrupt the heck out of the Dragon Isles. Let's really have some dragony and some N'Zothy fun times. I'm hopeful for it. Maybe even have some corrupted Tuskarr. That would just... Okay, that's worth it. Corrupted Tuskarr are worth getting Tuskarr instead of Tortollan. Although corrupted Tortollan would be great too. I don't know, I'm just tickled by the whole Dragonflight, old lore, potential old god. Like, it's like a BFA redo. It's like, let's take all the stuff that we didn't get to have fun with in BFA and let's take all the old lore stuff and let's have a ball with it. Because I think we need it. I think after the last two expansions, we really need just a whole lot of Azeroth fun times. And I actually still think that the Dragonflights and Old Gods have more to do with one another than people realize. I think a lot of people, they think of Old Gods as being more kin or more opposite of Titans. I don't. I think I made a video. Oh, I don't know when. I'm not even going to try to guess when. It's on there somewhere. About whether or not the Old Gods actually came from the Void or whether they came from Azeroth. And let's think about this. Anything that is natural to Azeroth is fleshy. The curse of flesh supposedly came from the Old Gods. They're fleshy. Everything else came from the Titans. They were Titan constructs. And then living on Azeroth and exposure to the curse of flesh and all that, they became fleshy. I think there's a connection there. Just saying. Like, I'm not saying Azeroth is an old god, but she might be the old god. So, the old goddess. Either way, I'm looking forward to Dragonflight. if I can do more videos of just getting my thoughts out there, giving my opinions, which often drastically differ from others, great! I will certainly do that. But if time does not allow, I will at least try and, get some fun puns and just some of the old things that tickle us about World of Warcraft up, and maybe do a couple little short videos like that. And you might notice, not only am I on Twitter, but, I think I've said once before why I don't mention other content creators by name. I just think it's disrespectful, if I don't have their permission. And, no one wants to ride the coattails of those who are bigger than them. So, there's that. But there was a Twitter post that was posted by another content creator who I guess was sponsored by Udi and had a code for a discount. And I had never heard of an Udi. And I hope I'm saying it right. Udi? Udi? I don't know. Odie? Udi. I'm going with Udi. But anyway, I did totally use that code and get me one because I'd never heard of it. I've been fighting pneumonia, which is probably why I sound so terrible. I know I sound terrible still. I've been trying to avoid sunlight because I'm on meds that will turn you blue. Ironically. But that's why I did my lips blue today, because I'm wearing the blue hoodie. I'm wearing it. This is the most comfortable thing I have. I want to say I've practically lived in it during this whole thing with pneumonia, but I have washed it a few times. Give me some credit. I am still somehow keeping up with the cleanliness of the house. I'm still keeping the house clean. I'm still getting laundry done. I'm still, thank goodness for a dishwasher is all I can say. But, yeah, I just don't have the time or the energy to get all gussied up. I don't have the time or the energy to devote to really giving the effort that others give right now. It isn't just about this being, just the channel I threw together because I lost my original one. This isn't about that. This is genuinely because anyone who's ever had to be a full-time caregiver, especially to someone with dementia, will understand. This is not easy. I have had to give up my jobs. I don't get to socialize. I'm just here, caring for someone who doesn't even know who I am anymore, 24/7. I'm really not going to apologize. I'm just grateful for those who stayed subbed. I'm grateful for any kindness I receive, and I'm doing my best. I'm there on Twitter. I'm making an effort here. It's gonna be a while probably before I'm back to myself. The quality is gonna be just terrible in this, but I appreciate you watching nonetheless. Stay extra, my fellow terrestrials. I'm there still, somewhere out there in the ether, on Twitter, being punny and extra. I'm always extra.